Roundtable family, we back with another reaction video. Your favorite YouTuber don't work harder than me. I said it once, I said it again. Birmingham's Deadliest hour, the mayor's cousin, a rapper, pregnant girlfriend, and more.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
Y'all niggas wearing poo shiesty masks, you know, the time you supposed to have a ski on. You supposed to let that gal go. And took his little ass. What you think, Big Day? They supposed to let that gal go, right? No. Well, y'all heard what Big David said. She was gonna tell. So that's why they got her.
So our family member, Chris Norris, is missing. And also his girlfriend is missing as well. She's pregnant right now. We are, as a family, still believing that they are okay and they will be found safe.
Birmingham tonight, 6 deaths in one day from 2 separate shootings. Birmingham police say that this is a historic day as the department investigates a quadruple homicide and a double homicide.
When is it going to become our city? That is when you'll see change. As long as we keep individualizing ourselves, we're going to have the crime that we have in our city.
Wait. It's not funny. But in my head, I'm like, God damn, 4 niggas? Plus 2? Shit.
We have to come together as one community like all these other safe suburban communities do.
Earlier this evening, Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin posted on Facebook saying that his cousin was one of the 6 victims of gun violence today.
Muriel, and the 2 times they've had to address the public today, Birmingham police calling these acts ridiculous.
Look. It's not funny, bro. It's not funny. But damn, like, you feel me? And it is like one of those moments where you're not supposed to laugh. My bad. Hold on. Let me lock in.
And disgusting. 6 people now dead in a matter of hours, 6 families now left in shambles.
Hold on, family. I need to speak to the females for a second, especially the ones that love the street cats. And I'm not knocking them. I used to be one. Baby girl, there's no rules in the streets. And I mean none. Don't get me wrong. It used to be something called morals, but even that's gone. You know, like the woman and the kids off limits, but that's gone. If you next to their target, you might be a victim. And that's why I'm starting off this video speaking to you. I don't care how many firearms somebody show you. They can't stop what they can't catch. Now, as we get back on track, fam, for the ones that's making some paper, you might say 20K not a lot, but imagine if you had nothing. You remember, that first 20K looked like $1 million, especially at once, and you came from nothing. Birmingham, Alabama in shambles right now. In 24 hours, 7 bodies dropped, just 10 miles apart. But what crushed me and made me want to bring this to you guys' attention, out of those 7 bodies, 1 was a woman who was pregnant. And if I'm not mistaken, 5 of the 7 bodies were just innocent bystanders at the wrong place at the wrong time. And not to mention...
See, now that shit bogus as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first, I was like, damn, what the fuck these niggas beefing over? Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's bogus. If you're going to do some shit like that, you need to walk down on your mans. I'm not condoning to do it. I'm not saying do it. But it's a way to do everything. Now you getting other people who ain't got shit to do with shit caught up in that shit. I don't condone that. That bogus, man.
One of them happens to be the cousin of the mayor. Now, we here to talk about all these situations. Send prayers and love to the ones that lost their life. Respects to their families. And most of all, we here to speak for them. So before we go over this one, remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Family, as we mentioned, we're going to Birmingham, Alabama. Thursday, February 15th, 2024, a couple was reported missing that was last seen on Valentine's Day. They was identified as Christian Norris and Angelia Webster, both 20 years old. Now, Christian was also a local rapper that went by Glock World Chris.
I be still making these plays from the west to the east. Walking the store on clutch my glee. I ain't rapping on nigga riding.
Now, Angelia was Chris' baby mother, as we mentioned. She was pregnant, and on day 2 of the search, the public was given more information. They was last seen on the 1500 block, a 20th place, located in the Angelia neighborhood. Now, Chris' family went to social media and voiced their concerns on pleading for anyone who had information to go to the local authorities.
So our family member, Chris Norris, is missing. And also his girlfriend is missing as well. She's pregnant right now. We are, as a family, still believing that they are okay and they will be found safe. That's what our prayer is as a family, and if you guys can be saying a prayer with us, we would greatly appreciate it. If you know of anybody that has heard about this case and they've been telling you information about it, can you please contact Detective Ayers? His information is on my page within the most recent post that I had. So if you have time, go and check out the most recent post. And if you have heard any information about Chris or her, please, 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 please contact the detective on that poster. His number is on there on the missing poster. Again, check the top of my page. Check the top of my page for the last post, and you should see the information in there about when they were last seen, what kind of car they were in last, what he had on, army fatigues, and just share. If y'all can share the post, that will be greatly appreciated as well. And like I said, we are praying for their being found safe, and that's what we're believing for. Like I said, I can't say this enough. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to keep repeating it. If you know or have heard anything about the disappearance of Christopher Norris and his girlfriend, please, please, please contact the Birmingham Police Department and give them any information that you have. There's also a number to a Detective Ayers that's on my page. It's at the top of my page on the last recent post that I posted. If you guys see the post, can you please share it? You know, most of the time when things like this happen, people are trying to look back at the people, trying to see who they are, what did they do, were they in trouble, were they not in trouble. None of that really matters. The only thing that matters right now is that they are found safe.
I ain't gonna count. I disagree with this because, like, as the nigga that's out the way, in my head, I'm like, who the fuck is he beefing with? Like, they kidnapping shit? Like, you feel me? Not that it's funny. I'm one of the people that laugh when it's not time to laugh, so I'm sorry for that. I really am, you feel me? But who the fuck is he beefing with? Like, but it's not like he was a community activist. His name was Glock Boy Chris, so I can only imagine what he was into. So, do I feel remorse? Or like some kind of sympathy? Yeah. But if he was a street nigga, that's how the streets go. I can't really feel for that.
And that's what we are hoping and praying for. If y'all can share it, like I said, go back to my page and share it if you can. That's all I wanted to say. It's been on my heart. It's been on my mind all day. Ever since we found out, I started praying immediately. Because it's not just one person. This is 3 people. It's him, her, and an unborn child that are missing right now. And it is so important that if you guys have heard anything, if your child has heard anything and they said something to you, can you guys please call to the Birmingham Police Department and let them know everything that you know. The only way that we find out what's happening with our people when they're coming up missing is if people are talking, and we need you to talk. We need you to tell us what's going on and who saw them last, who talked to them last. When was the last time someone had even spoken to him, physically spoken with him on the phone? There are things that they need to know in order to find them. So if you can, please, like I said, call the Birmingham Police Department and give them all the information that you know. And if you want to contact someone directly pertaining to this case, his name is Detective Ayers, and his number is on the poster. You can go back to my page and you'll find the last post, and his number is in there. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I just had to pull over for a minute. But like I said, if you can share this, just share it. We are, just our entire family is just trying to find them. Just help us.
Later that day, it would be reported that 4 people would be shot up. Shortly before 3 p.m., in the 900 block of Center Street North, 3 people were killed at the scene, and a 4th victim died at UAB Hospital, according to Birmingham Police Department. And this story got so many unfortunate headlines. In that shooting, the victims was identified as Chance Ray, TJ Tate, Kevin McGee, and Terrell Edwards. May they all rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. This is Chance Ray's mother, Miss Wilson, one of the 4 victims. She lost a son every year since 2021. Chance Ray, Nate Wilson, and Desmond Ray. May they all rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. Now, it was reported that the 4 men who lost their life, only one was the target. And they lost their life and was starting to become a famous, dangerous neighborhood in Birmingham, Alabama, Smithfield, which is also a neighborhood that was highlighted in the deadly rap beef in Birmingham, Alabama that we did just 2 months ago. I'll leave the link in the bio. Roughly an hour later, officers responded to the 4100 block of 10th Avenue, where they located a white Taurus, confirmed to have been driven by Christian Norris, 20 years old as we mentioned, and his girlfriend, Angelia Webster, that was last seen on Valentine's Day. Couple facts I want to go over. It's been reported that he's been alleged to have run off on a plug, allegedly, per se, right? And that can mean a number of things. But of course,
Like, I don't know if the plug was Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, black. I don't know what they were, but you brought this on yourself, gang. Doing bad minutes, from what they saying, you brought this on yourself, gang. And now, like, the mama, she know her son was into, but she's still trying to get some kind of justice or find her son. You gonna leave your people in shambles by doing bullshit. Like, you brought this shit on yourself, bro.
to family members and friends close to Chris, he didn't do what they accusing him of doing. Plus, he's known to have cash himself. And it seemed the girl and that baby was just a casualty of that war. May all 3 rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. But I want to point out the obvious before I give you guys the news clip. The car wasn't struck from the outside, so either they was driven there or they was placed there. And if someone was sloppy enough to do it while they was inside the car, it's not a far fetch that DNA may be in that car. And on top of that, it's been rumors of $20K. And if that's the case, and how the job was completed, as we mentioned at the very beginning, fam, when you have nothing, $20K all together look like $1 million.
Today has been unreal, even for the Birmingham Police Department.
A heavy day in Birmingham tonight. 6 deaths in one day from 2 separate shootings. Birmingham police say that this is a historic day as the department investigates a quadruple homicide and a double homicide. Police say the 2 shootings are not connected. CBS 42's Maddie McQueen joins us live from Birmingham Police headquarters tonight. And Maddie,
So now I'm questioning, like, allegedly, did bro, like, run off on the plug, get set up on some shit, and then his people caught wind on what happened with the situation, and then say, okay, we finna spin on the niggas who was connected to Buddy, who could have backdoored him or some shit like that. I don't know. It's not really understanding what's going on.
how are the officers feeling after dealing with all of this death and violence in one day?
Sherry, Birmingham police say losing 6 people in one day takes its toll on officers, and violence of this magnitude is something that the city isn't used to seeing.
To sit here and lose 6 community members in one day is ridiculous.
Around 2:45 Friday afternoon, police say there was a shooting on Center Street North near 9th Avenue West. 3 men were found dead at the scene, and a 4th victim died in surgery at UAB Hospital. Police say a neighborhood car wash was going on at the time, but it's still unknown what led to the shooting. BPD says it's still looking for suspects and is using the Real-Time Crime Center to help in the investigation. No one is in custody, and police are asking the community to step up and help.
When is it going to become our city? that is when you'll see change. As long as we keep individualizing ourselves, we're gonna have the crime that we have in our city. We have to come together as one community like all these other safe suburban communities do.
Across town on 10th Avenue, Wylam, police say a young...
Nah, he right, though. Like, if you know what I'm saying, we too divided. You know what I'm saying? There's really no unison between us. We look at each other as competition, as opposition too much. I'm gonna say it again. We look at each other as competition and opposition too much. So he right. Until we become us and we stick together, it's gonna keep being situations not necessarily as dangerous or as violent as this, but that's what it sum up to. That we're not together and crowds in the bucket, basically.
Young man and woman were found dead with gunshot wounds in a car in front of an abandoned house. Birmingham police believe this to be the couple reported missing on Valentine's Day after they left to go see a movie and didn't come back. Birmingham Police Chief Scott Thurman says a day like this is disturbing to law enforcement officers as they try to provide a safer city for those who live and visit.
It's really disgusting that these things continue to happen in our city over and over again, and people have got to learn other ways to resolve their conflicts or and come to some kind of resolution other than just resorting to gunfire.
Earlier this evening, Birmingham...
I agree with that too. Like, us as men, our generation, like, the smallest thing happen, niggas finna shoot. I personally don't even feel like fighting really. Like, instead of people say, put the gloves up, put the guns down, like, I necessarily don't even really agree with that because I feel like small situations turn to bigger situations and we just want to fight or shoot. It just results in some kind of violence. I feel like as grown adults, we should be able to resolve our issues with a conversation. And regardless of whether we see eye to eye or not, like, okay, I'm going to go my way, you go your way, but we ain't got to kill each other or do nothing to each other. I think that's another problem within our communities as well.
Mayor Randall Woodfin posted on Facebook saying that his cousin was one of the 6 victims of gun violence today. He says in part, quote, "Right now, I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about that employee's family who now has an empty chair at the dinner table. I'm thinking about my cousin's mother. I'm thinking about the other 4 families who are facing the unimaginable right now." Both Mayor Woodfin and Birmingham police are asking anyone with any information that could help solve these cases to call Crime Stoppers. That number 205-254-7777. Reporting live in Birmingham, Maddie McQueen, CBS 42 News.
Now they said 6, but we're gonna say 7 because we're gonna count the baby as a life as well. As we wrap this video up, I want to say once again, rest in peace to all the victims. Prayers to the families. So many headlines. 7 people losing their life in 24 hours. One mother lost a son every year since 2021. A young mom, 20 years old, expected to be, was gunned down. No arrests, not to mention one of the 4 people who was shot and gunned down was the cousin of the mayor. Sending prayers to Birmingham. Fam, I want to let you, family, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till then, I'll catch you guys
that nigga
on
got
the
too
next
much rank, too much stain, too high of a position for something like that just to get swept on the rug. Now, given a murder case is like the hardest thing for them to prove in court, but again, based off who his people was, and nah, he gonna get caught, or whomever is gonna get caught, and somebody gonna end up telling. That's how this shit always go. That was Birmingham's Deadliest Hour, the mayor's cousin, a rapper, a pregnant girlfriend. I mean, it's not really nothing definite that we really know now other than the amount of bodies that have dropped. Condolences, especially to, like, the girlfriend and the baby. I don't know if the other people were really innocent or not. If they were, then it's very unfortunate. Can't be handling your business like that and getting civilians caught up in it. But if he ran off on the plug, that's a bogus move. It's a bad business move. And if he did that, then he brought that shit on himself, honestly. But like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all the love that's been shown to the Round Table family.
Shout out to my nigga, the one who passed me out. We popping up 30,000 rich, brand new.